Hey, what's up, folks? We are taking a look at Ghosts from the Past 2, The Second Haunting. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the cards that you may want to consider picking up and some of the reprints we see that may be good in the future. We're just going to go down the list and kind of take a look at which ones are the best, and then take a look at some of their pre-order prices on TCG Player. I don't think any of those prices are really going to hold. Some of them may go up, some of them, for the most part, are going to go down. I think about 75% of the set will go down and end up mostly being bulk. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. So, Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon. This is a Crystal Beast support card. I don't think Crystal Beasts overall are great, but if you like the theme, it'll probably be cheap too. Same with DDD Vice King Requiem. I don't think any of these are going to be really expensive. Neos Kluger, Odd-Eyes Rebellion Dragon Overlord. They're not going to be super expensive, and they've just been waiting to be imported to the TCG, and now's the time. Deco Talker Heat Soul. This is one of the set sellers, though. I think this card could be somewhat expensive. Not super expensive. I can't see really any of these cards being more than $25 at most, because at worst you just buy a box, which you may pull it, you may not, but that's really the baseline of a lot of the pricing of these cards, is if you can just buy a box normally, unless they're out of print, which, like Dual Overload, a lot of cards never hit beyond $30 for the longest time. So that's kind of how it is. Same with Borland. I think Heat Soul is going to be the more sought after card. That card's very strong. I think Borland as a card itself is more powerful, but in the given format, Heat Soul is going to probably take the cake there. And then we have some of the agent stuff. We have Majesty Hyperion, Agent of Life, Neptune. If you guys haven't seen, Sean and I actually made a primer guide for the agents a couple months back before they were officially revealed in Ghosts 2. You can take a look at that. I'll go ahead and link that in the description as well. Of course, Wikipedia has been having problems for some reason. I don't know if it's a script or what. Then we have Executor of the Underworld, Pluto, Master Flare Hyperion, Protector of the Agents, Moon, the Chorus in the Sky, Sacred Waters in the Sky, Fallen Sanctuary. So those guys are all the new agent cards. They're going to be bulk. They're really cheap. They're going to be cheap. It basically is better that they're in this set because you want to get all the other cards like Heat Soul and Borland Dragon, thereby pushing the price down for some of these other cards. Even if they're good, even if they see representation in top cuts at major events like YCSs, these cards will probably just stay bulk prices for the longest time. But really good pickups to have, especially if you can get them for like a quarter, no more than 50 cents a piece. Especially since they're all hollow, they'll look nice, and they won't hurt your wallet at all. And then we have Flint Cragger. Some of these are just like basic support cards, like manga offshoot cards for old cards. And then the Fossils, Fossil Machine Skull Convoy, Wagon, and Buggy. Those were released in the OCG a while back. They're not doing anything. Contract with the Void. Again, Infernity stuff. Codex Porter is the interesting one, though. This is a last of the. You can use this card in the hand if you're link summoning a Decode Talker or Code Talker card, rather. Up to once per turn. It's level 5. It's a Wind Cyburst. Basically, it can add a monster back. So a lot of Code Talker decks will play this. You play at least one in Code Talker, and it is a win to target. For some of your extra deck monsters, so good card. Again, I don't think it's gonna be expensive at all. Same with Salmon Great Blaze Dragon. This was never played in the actual Salmon Great deck when it came out in the OCG. It's just gonna be cheap. Again, if you like these cards, Codex Porter, I'm gonna pick up. I'm gonna be having a kind of a Cyberse and Code Talker deck profile coming out in the next few weeks. Stay on the lookout for that. We'll be using Codex Porter here. Next up is Brute Enforcer. This card's just been waiting to be imported. It doesn't really do too much here, but it is a really good link too, overall. Altergeist Failover. It's an Altergeist card. It's not great, but if you play Altergeist, you might want to play that, or at least take a look at it. Track Black. I think this is a random Cyberse card, something like that. I don't think it's super relevant, but we can take a look at it in just a second. Puppet Queen, Motor Shell, and Liarge, the God of Archery. These are all like manga-esque cards. They're not relevant at all. Like came out in like an Animation Chronicle pack or something. Okay, yeah, so that's this card. This has been waiting for a while. Let's see, Cyberse, yeah, Link 2. Okay, you can just draw cards off of it, so that's okay. It's not super great. I don't really think you'll play it. I don't think it'll play, but it's nice to see that finally imported. And then a lot of these are just random, kind of not fake, but Okay reptile support, again, mostly like manga stuff and just imports from the OCG we haven't gotten in a while, V-Jump promos, all of that. Primal Dragon, the Primordial, Samsara Dragon is really cool, it's like safe art. We'll have to see how this plays. Cockatourium. This is actually in Master Duel already. I don't think a lot of people notice this, but Cockatourium has been in Master Duel since its release in, January? Yeah, not a lot of people, I don't think, knew that, and it wasn't in the TCG, so we actually knew its official TCG release name before it came out, months before it came out. By that time, it'll be 4 months once Ghost 2 is out, compared to its release in Master Duel, which is really, I think it's the first time we've actually had that in at least many years, where, cards in the game, but it was already in the OCG, came into a game and then had its first official English translation through that game. I'm not sure about that, but it hasn't been, it's been many, many years since that's happened. Then we have, let's see, the Chaos Grepher. This card's okay. It's kind of a bad Chaos card, but it's cool. I like it because it's a part of the Grepher storyline. Proxy Horse is really cool. I really like this card. I think it's, let's see, yeah, if this card you control uses link material for a Cyberse monster. You can also use one Cyberse monster in your hand as material. That can be anything, really. And the other effect doesn't really matter too much, but it's cool. I think you might want to play at least one in something like Code Talkers or just in a Cyberse Toolbox deck. We're going to have a Math Mech deck profile in the next couple months once Power of the Elements is out in August in the TCG here. We're not going to play this, but we do play a lot of level 4s, and we like using cards that have a similar effect. You may want to tech one in, actually, in this deck. In Math Mech specifically, because this is level 4. And then Outburst Dragon. Let's see what this card does. Oh, okay. If you control a monster, you can special them from hand, destroy all other monsters you control, but you cannot special summon monsters except dark monsters. Okay, okay. You cannot, once per changing main phase, link summon one link dragon. Okay, so it's like kind of a bad extender. It's whatever. Victorica. This is Protecting Spirit Logoleth in the OCG. That's its translation. You need this. You need to play at least one, basically, for agents. Rookie Warrior Lady, Time Thief, Temper Wall, Chronicle Magician, Mystic Shine Ball reprints. Okay, so we're getting the reprints here. But those are all the new ones from, I think, from Chronicle Magicians up. We haven't gotten this card, this Temper Wall, yet. They're okay. It's the Time Thief card. Unfortunately, they're not doing too much, but maybe fortunately, because Redoer is one hell of a card. Let's go and take a look at the reprints. Mystical Shine Ball. This is for agents, of course. Same with all of the agents being reprinted. This is really nice to see, because at one point Earth was very expensive. It was at least like $3 or $4 for a copy for a card is a decade old at this point. When I first started playing the game and kind of take a look at the competitive scene, this card, the structure deck, the first agent structure deck had just come out, and of course people were all over because it was a huge, a bunch of hype. But yeah, it's crazy to think these cards are over a decade old now. But really cool to see them finally printed in ultra rare, because a lot of them have only been commons or supers or rares, especially Uranus. It's cool because it hasn't been reprinted since its release in, I think, either Dual Lance or Primal Origin. I'm not sure which. Nice to see again that they have all the matching rarities for your Agents deck, so you can basically pick up an Agents deck for basically nothing besides Diviner. Let's go ahead and see. Vision Heroes is good because Ferris and Vion are in here. Specifically Ferris, and I think Increase was another one that was expensive. Yeah, and Increase. At one point, some of these cards were really expensive, like $50 or $60 per copy, just for hero players, because they hadn't been reprinted. I think these are going to be a couple dollars at most, maybe $3 to $5, something like that. They will be cards that hold the most value because they are hero cards, and they're probably not going to have the same print ratios as a lot of these other cards. Yeah, just kind of how it is. And then the Inzektor cards, nice to see that Hornets having an ultra print, and Gigamantis has this ultra print too. It'll be nice to see. They're not relevant, but they're just cool to see. All the Ghost Trick cards, because of the Ghost Trick support in Battle of Chaos, the Link Monster and the Revival spell turns your Angel of Mischief into a Utopic Future Dragon, whatever it's called here. And then the Vampire Sorcerers, because vampires, they had the Shadow Vampire come out in Battle of Chaos, and they are pretty cool, as well as the Vampire Ghost Ogre, the other Ghost Ogre card. That card's really good for the deck, too. That'll be an interesting deck to see. with some of these reprints, but I don't think you play too many of these. But the first of the really good reprints are these DD cards. Really nice to see, like Swirl Slime, Necro Slime. They were supers in tournament packs a couple years ago, OTS packs. Nice to see that they're in ultras here. Same with Savant Copernicus and Lamia and Savant Thomas and Laplace and Zero King Rage. This actually makes this card legal in Europe. Before it was North America exclusively for the TCG side of it. But now Europe can play this card. So Code Radiator and Code Generator both are receiving reprints. Code Generator is receiving a holo print. I think it was a rare in Toon Chaos 2 years ago. But it's nice to see that it's finally here. And personally, my favorite are these next couple cards. The Adhara Shatana, all the Tenny Spirit cards. They're being reprinted as Ultras. I love the Tenny cards. I am ecstatic that they're being reprinted, especially the Ultras. Ashina should have been a Super at least, but I'm glad to see that it's now an Ultra. They did dilute the value a little bit of the OTS Supers, but those will still be the max rarities because of their... I don't think any of the OTS packs are in print circulation. They're being reprinted at all. The ones that these come out of specifically. But good to see Adhara and all of them here. Wish we could have seen Vessel 2. I'm not sure if it's reprinted, but I do like this. And then Mardell. I really like this card because it's going to be cheap. It's probably going to be no more than like $3 too. The 10 cards are all going to be really cheap too. They're going to be, 25 cents, maybe $1 at most. Mardell though has been like a $30 card for the last like 3 years since it came out because it was short printed compared to the other secrets in Mystic Fighters, and it is the best one for Generator. And its plant cards are getting support in Dimension Force with Etherion, Lilyboria, and the Sylvan Link 2. We had a Sun Avalanche deck profile a couple days ago, specifically with Plant Link Theory. You do need a Mardell to play basically any plant deck right now because it just searches any plant monster in the game. Really good. Some of the other generators, so you can see Hella. I don't know if it was expensive, but it's there. I also really like these reprints. These are my second favorite reprints. The Whitebeard, Redbeard, Bluebeard, Golden Hair, all the Plunder Patrol. I have the just 4 in Rarity Core. I love this deck. Really glad to see that. Not so much as the reprint for Whitebeard and Redbeard, but I am glad to see Bluebeard, Golden Hair, and Spoiler. Shipyard is getting an Ultra reprint as well. And then Alibur, Comedy, Tragedy. I already have Secret Aliburs, but I'm glad to see Comedy and Tragedy are being printed as Ultra Rares, and I'm glad to see that Alibur is getting an Ultra treatment as well to match, the other cards as well as these Structure Deck cards, and to kind of lower its price. Same with Dramaturge. It wasn't super expensive. I think it was like $8 to $10. Considering for a one of, not too bad, but good to see that they're all being reprinted too. Manju, Alien, Ammonite. These are just kind of one-offs. Malefic Cyberand Dragon, Doppel Warrior. This is a cool reprint. I don't know if it's had a holo reprint before or a holo print in general, but good to see that it's an Ultra at least. Same with Cult Wing. I don't think this is very good. Auroradon is better at summoning a Synchro 7 right now, or a level 4 Synchro. Comboing with Halki Fibrax. But it's cool to see this card. And then the Box of Friends, because they had support in Battle of Chaos. Those cards were imported here. Galaxy Soldier. Always good to see this card being reprinted as an Ultra. It's hit the dual sets quite a lot since its release in 2015. And then Rise of the Mega Monarch. Good card to see as a reprint because Fluon Reese players apparently needed the reprint because it was teetering around $60, almost $60, sometimes even $65. I know I sold my copy for $65 a couple months ago. Deskbot 001 and Retaliating Sea good reprints, especially to see them in Ultra. Deskbot 001 has never been reprinted, and it also has not had a holo printing at all. It was only a common since I think it's released in 2014, in Duelist Alliance, I think. Something like that. Cypher, Twin Raptor, doesn't matter. Wandering King Wild Winds, card's cool with the Red Dragon Archfiend stuff. Dockscaper, really good reprint, especially as an Ultra. Again, was reprinted, I think, only as a Starfoil, something like that, and it was originally printed as a common in the Structure Deck. Tatsu Necro, Doom King Ballard Roach, Necro Banshee, Glow Bloom. Good reprints too. I'm really glad to see that these cards are reprinted because Banshee was like $6 from the Structure Deck from I think 2019, something like that. Good to see that, or 2018, something like that. I don't know. But yeah, I'm glad to see that those prices be pushed down and that they have a higher rarity printing for some of these. Reptilian Lamia, this card's really good too. Absolutely insane support for Reptilians, and it's really good support for Ogdoadics. Yeah, cool to see that it's an Ultra Math Mech edition. I'm hyped for this. I want to pick up this. I already picked up the rest of the core. I love that they're reprinting this and Laplashian, because it was only like $7 for a secret. But now you can get the entire deck core for like $20, something like that, including like Silent Mining, anything you need for the deck besides Axis Code Talker you can get for super cheap. I cannot wait to play this deck once Power of the Elements comes out. I think this deck's going to be insane in the TCG. Rare Fish, Mystic Sand, Great Mammoth Goldfine, Rose Spectre of Dawn, and Sandwich are all just vanillas, non-effect monsters for Ready Fusion, because some of them were expensive, like $60 for commons from like 2006, because they've never been reprinted. No one's used them since. Good to see them. Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon. Okay, so just some retro support. Quintet Magician. That card wasn't super expensive, but it was it's strong for what it is. Requiring 5 spellcaster monsters with different names. Plunder Patrol Lice. Good reprint. Fossil Warrior Skull Knight. Cool to see that. And then the Yang Zing card. So Basha, Yizi. I'm not sure if Chaofeng is being reprinted, but it's good to see that these are in Ultra. I'm going to pick these up. I do have ultis of them, and of course the Super for Chaofeng, the original Super. First edition ultis, but I still want to get the Ultras. I just love these cards so much. I wish Tanglong came back so badly. Nirvana High is cool. Red Eyes Zombie Necro Dragon, okay. And then Final Sigma is being reprinted. I do have the Secret, but I want to move that or trade it, whatever. Plunder Patrol Ship, okay. The other one, Cupid Pitch, that's a really good reprint too. I think a lot of these are just going to be really, really, really cheap. You know, maybe a couple dollars. A lot of these, there just isn't, it's not that there's no value in them, it's just that there are so many Ultras and you only get Ultras per set. They'll probably have some reduced print runs or print ratios for a lot of these cards, or at least some of the higher value cards. That are more meta relevant, but I don't see a lot of these cards being expensive. I can see like the Fibrax reprint being up there, and of course the Ghost cards. Those are going to be hundreds of dollars potentially. But for the most part, I don't really think any of these are going to be expensive at all. Kali Yuga, Hope Harbinger, Dugaris, that was a good one because Dugaris was like $10, something like that. For a while, Drag Lubion as well. I think it was like $15, $20 for the Rank 8 Toolbox, Lapashian. Jormungandr. Wasn't expensive, but it's cool to see that here. Fibrax, of course. Merrick, Sanctuary in the Sky, Summoning Grubo, Zombie World. Good to see Zombie World reprinted as an Ultra. It has had an Ultra reprint or print before, but it's been years since that came out. Nothing relevant here. Yangzing Prana, that card's garbage in Yangzing. It's just bad overall. Okay, DDD cards, cool. Sanctum Parsha. Boss Stage, ooh, that's a good one. It's not expensive either, but it's just good to see that the core card for the deck is being reprinted. Shipyard, there it is. Heavenly Dragon Circle, really good 10E support card. I'm glad to see it here too. Same with Fossil Fusion and Despia. Good reprints here. Yangzing Brutality, the card sucks, but 9 Pillars of the Yangzing is nice, being reprinted as an Ultra here. The card's only been printed once in Invasion Vengeance, and it was the common then. But I love this card. I love Danglong. That is my favorite card in the game. I am ecstatic to see 9 Pillars. I don't think Danglong's coming back, though. There's very little chance that card ever comes back. But I like seeing that 9 Pillars at least gets a matching rarity for its Fallen Brethren. Ooh, Silent Conflict. I didn't even see this before. Really good card to pick up, again, for Mathmech and just to have in general. It's just an insane counter trap. Unrivaled Tenyi, again, really cool reprint to see here. And then we have the Ghosts. I think my favorite Ghost out of all of these is probably Dark Arm Dragon or Winged Dragon of Raw Sphere Mode. Love those two cards. Glad to see that there are more Ghosts in this set. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about some of these reprints. Again, there are a lot of like bad cards that are printed in here. Yangzing Prana, some of these cards are not good. They were never expensive, so they'll just be really cheap bulk. Kind of dilutes the value of the entire set. Let me know what you guys want from this set. I'm going to make a list later that I'm going to, I'll probably put in the description of what I'm getting. If you guys want to use the TCG Player affiliate link, please do. It does help support the channel. We are very close to 1,000 subs. We're going to be giving away some deck boxes, a play mat, and some other things here once we hit 1,000. So be sure to subscribe. Be sure to share and like the video as well. Really helps out the channel. We've been really trying to push in the past couple of months. Make sure we have the best TCG advanced format content for you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. This is Eric with OzoneTCG. I'll see you guys in the next one.